We're joined now by Robert Sheehan to discuss this further. Robert Sheehan, of course, from Portlaoise, so we're very proud of you in the Midlands. You're Ivan in the film who got an offer, but we're never told about it, to join you too.
Yes, hello, how's it going?
Not
nice
too
to
bad.
be on Midlands Radio 3.
Thank you very
I
much.
must say, I'm peeking out my curtain and it's still sunny. I'm in Dublin City myself.
Are you? What's the weather like there? It's sunny there. Is it raining here? I'm looking out to see. You have no window, Robert.
I just listened to the weather over the phone, and I thought I'd contribute myself. It's a little bit windy, but
thank you very much, Robert.
Nice and sunny, all the same.
And that weather forecast was brought to you by Robert Sheehan from the capital.
Will you give me a job, basically? I can do the weather for you.
Yeah. Can guarantee you a huge pay packet. Robert, seriously though, killing Bono, how did you get involved in that film? It looks absolutely amazing, really high tempo.
Well, now, I suppose I got involved in the film in the same old way. I was in London and, well, actually, no, I was in Budapest and I put myself on tape for the part of Ivan and sent it to them, and they liked the tape, so I went in and met them. And it was kind of one of those dream auditions because I got the job on the spot, and it was lovely. And
if you got the job on the spot, could you play an instrument? Could you sing?
Well, they didn't seem to prioritise those skills when I was in the audition. But I think the dynamic and the comedy and stuff, at least what we were attempting on the day, seemed to be the importance. But I did lie to them at the time and say, yeah, I can play the guitar. I can play a few power chords. You know what I mean?
So G, D, E. Is that it?
Well, that's probably it, to be honest with you. I'm still a bit rusty. I'm not great.
But you pulled it off. You looked like you could do it there, just looking at all of the stuff today and over the weekend.
I did. I was very lucky to have a guy called Joe Echo who devised all the music on the film, and his very trusted and brilliant musician friends who were playing the guitars and drums and bass and keyboards around myself and Ben to make us look brilliant. So when you see me doing brilliant guitar solos in the film, the lead that comes out of my guitar kind of leads nowhere. And so it's kind of me playing to playback, to be honest with you.
Okay, well that's okay, I suppose.
But I was very much the edge to Ben Barnes's Bono attempt in the film.
Okay. Can I ask, when you were doing the film, was it you kind of really wanted to do this film because you liked the script, or was it just you were after a gig?
Well, I suppose it was a bit of both, because funnily enough, I got cast for the film about 6 or 7 months before it actually happened. So it was all about availability and stuff, but it was also because the script was brilliant, and it was very, very Irish, and it was about a couple of guys who wanted to be rock and roll stars, which is always attractive parts for actors, I suppose, because I think we all fantasize about being rock and roll stars.
I think everybody, particularly young boys at teenage years, all fantasize about being rock and roll stars.
Yeah, and on this film we kind of got a taste of that because we were on stage jumping around with guitars and singing into microphones to about maybe 200, 250 extras who were all screaming on cue, basically, being paid to scream, but it still boosted our egos all the same.
Well, isn't that fantastic? Tell us briefly, or tell our listeners briefly, what the film is about. I may have synopsised it there very briefly at the start.
It's about two brothers, Neil and Ivan McCormack, who grew up in North Dublin in the 70s and basically started a fairly rubbish garage band around the same time as a crowd called Feedback started a rubbish garage band. But then Feedback turned out to be the hype, which then turned out to be U2. And these two guys basically ground it out in Dublin and then eventually London. And I suppose failed ultimately in the shadow of the other rubbish garage band at the time.
How gut-wrenching.
Which turned out to be U2. What?
How gut-wrenching to fail when your classmates are succeeding and come on to be the best band in the world.
Exactly. You know, especially since they were very, very determined and very, very inspired to become rock stars, and I suppose their their inspiration and determination turned into failure and rejection.
What is
very much over the course of their career? Yeah,
we call Killing Bono a true-ish story. What makes what are the facts?
Well, I suppose the facts are that Neil and Ivan,
Exist.
the real Neil and Ivan, started a band when they were young, and they started a band around the same time that the lads from U2 started their band. I suppose so. They were doppelgangers in a sense, for a short while. But I suppose a lot of it has been massaged and sensationalized to create a very, very dramatic arc, I suppose, might you say. So the fact was that Ivan, my character, eventually tried to join U2's band, but was told kindly, no, we don't want you.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, whereas in the film, he's asked to be in the band, and he is kind of kept from the band by his older brother, unbeknownst to him at the time.
And then you have a flip out.
Yeah, that causes dramatic friction. So I remember seeing a quote from the director, Nick Ham, saying to Neil McCormack, going, "Listen, darling, your life doesn't have a third act, but don't worry, we're going to give you one. That's the problem." so give him one. They did, and that's where the film kind of arose. That's where all the dramatic inspiration came from.
It's fabulous. Tell me about the music. Who wrote it? Is it all original?
Well, there are a couple of songs, mainly from our earlier rubbish days in the film, that are originals or slightly modernized originals. And then the later songs you hear in the film by us are new songs that have been written by a guy called Joe Echo, who's a brilliant, absolutely fantastic Belfast singer-songwriter who is a great artist in his own right, but kind of put his weight behind the film and wrote all these brilliant songs and kind of trained us up and made us look good and told us what to do on stage and everything, So he was the genius behind the music side of things, yeah. He
got the dates, the feeling of the era right in the music as well. He did very well. Yeah, well,
we were very lucky to be put in proper costumes and, put in proper wigs, or at least hair extensions.
You had hair extensions?
Oh, well, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I thought they were your normal your own curly locks, just let grow.
No, well, you know what? I only wish, But no amount of flaxseed oil could grow that hair to the extent to which it was. No, it was kind of a wonderfully back-combed wig for a lot of the film, and it made me feel all the more like a rock star.
Did you get to meet Bono over the course of it?
Never.
The real
no,
Bono?
No.
Never?
No, I've not yet met old Bono or any of the lads from U2. No.
I like the way you put in the word "yet" in there.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll come across each other at some point. I'd imagine.
So, am I right in saying that Killing Bono started on Friday and screened in Ireland?
Yes, I think it came out on Friday. Yeah,
and you think
Ireland and the UK.
It's something that everybody should go see, Robert? Do you think?
Absolutely, but then again, I would say that because I'm biased.
Robert, what's next for you?
Well, I'm currently shooting in Dublin. I'm doing the second series of a TV show called Love Hate, which was on RT1 last year, and then after that, I think I'm going on to a movie called Romeo and Brittany, which is a kind of a mad spin on the classic Romeo and Juliet story by. Obviously by William Shakespeare, but has been kind of tweaked and changed and massaged by a guy called David Baddiel, who's a UK comedian who's written the script and is directing the film. So I think that's the next gig, or at least that will be in summertime anyway.
So it's good to be busy. For the girls back home in Portlaoise, are you single?
I suppose I'm not. No, I'm.
It's official now. You're off the market.
Yeah, I suppose I am. Yeah, I best announce. No, but I best tell the truth. Yeah.
She's not a leash girl, is
and
she?
I know my dear mum is listening in the Midlands Health Board at the moment, where she's working. So
hello, Mammy. What's your mammy's first name?
Maria.
Hi,
hello, Maria.
And hello to your girlfriend too, if she's listening. Robert, Wayne and all the Lawler family say hello to you. And I'm sure...
yes, of course. Yeah. I was chatting to Wayne actually yesterday.
Oh, excellent. A family friend. Good luck with the film and good luck with all of the projects in the future, Robert. And I'm sure we'll be talking to you again. And we must get you into studio for a big long interview someday soon.
Definitely, exactly. Maybe you should let me do the weather next time.
It's a gig. It's guaranteed.
Definitely. Brilliant.
Thanks a million, Robert. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.